I was a milk-drinking little nerd back in elementary school who, after learning about the subject and predicate of a sentence, would go home, eat lunch, and sit down with my Android tablet. God, what a time back then. And on my Android tablet were a lot of mobile games, downloaded straight from the Google Play Store. Nowadays, the entire concept of mobile gaming is putting a woman with some double D honkers on the cover of your game. But back then, it rivaled and was even bigger than PC gaming. As a kid, I didn't have a fancy PC where I could play the newest games. I mean, my old computer would have probably died trying to run Fallout New Vegas on low graphics.
Incredible.
So instead, I played a lot of mobile games throughout elementary school. You gotta remember, this is 2013 we're talking about right now. Battle Royale as a genre was practically non-existent, so the biggest form of entertainment for young kids and teens was Clash of Clans. Yes, that game that everyone has probably played at least for a month of their life. It was huge and really represented the pinnacle of mobile gaming. I mean, your grandma was probably in a top 100 guild back then. And similar to what happened in the Battle Royale genre, every game dev decided to copy Clash of Clans. There were so many reskins and rehashes of the whole base building and raiding mechanic that they all just started to blend together into this one amalgamation of trash, trying to chase the one golden egg. Most of these games are still downloadable, but when you try to log in, they give you an error, probably because their servers were shut down a long time ago. Okay, so there's a mountain of base building corpses piled right outside the doors to Clash of Clans. What's the big deal? Well, the game I want to talk about today was one that I played for a while. I remembered playing this as a kid, and it was one of those shitty base building games. But to everyone else in the world, it's not there. It's gone, and there's barely even a footnote of its presence left in the world. When you go onto the Play Store, you can't download it or anything. It just disappeared. But I wasn't content with that explanation. So join me as we explore exactly what happened to Enemy Lines. Enemy Lines was, well, your average ripoff of Clash of Clans. You had two resources that you used to build your base, you hired ground and air troops to fight for you, and you had your premium currency in case you got a hold of mom's credit card. Nothing special here, but I loved it. I remember at one point in my life spending more time on this game than Clash of Clans itself. I mean, just look at how that guy is shooting. In my personal opinion, this game deserved Game of the Year over Last of Us 2. But almost nothing related to the game itself has somehow made it onto the internet. There are a few YouTube videos from 9 to 10 years ago that show the trailer of the game, as well as some gameplay videos that prove this is a Clash of Clans clone. But nothing here shows who murdered it. There were a couple points we could take from this though. Jacob over here said, I mean the game is. Is what, Jacob?
10 questions science still can't answer.
Some of the comments were also pretty nostalgic and wondering where this game went. One person speculated that the game just fell out of development as the game devs got burnt out, which is plausible, but I refuse to believe that that's the only explanation. There was something more sinister, more evil behind this. But for now, it seemed like my investigation reached its dead end.
There came a day when the sky fell.
Wait, go back.
Flags in the wind, no meter.
QE Inc. I had a name. This was the lead I needed. Looking up QE Inc. brought up, well, a whole lot of nothing. So then I searched up QE Inc. in the context of Enemy Lines. And at first, I found a couple scam APK links for Enemy Lines. But then, I found their LinkedIn, which said that they were based in Bangalore, India, and also had a headquarters in Santa Monica in Cali. It seemed like the only product they were interested in promoting was an application called Joyride, where you can, quote, play quick games like Minesweeper and 2048 for fun and competition. League, CSGO, Overwatch, and Minesweeper, clearly the 4 pillars of competitive gameplay. I don't get how this app only has 4 downloads in the last month. They also have a YouTube channel where they had prize money competitions, and you could win up to $3. Sign me up. I'm ready to go pro in Solitaire Blitz. I'm getting distracted. Next, I checked out some of their other products. Clearly, Joyride was their best seller by a long shot. But over here, it looked like they also produced some other shitty mobile games as well. When I went to their app store for one of these games, I noticed that the developer wasn't even QE Inc., but some Pop Reach Games. They also specialized in making shitty mobile games, so I felt like I was getting somewhere. There were 2 games on their extensive catalog that looked pretty interesting. The first one being Payday Crime War, which looked like absolute dog shit. Like, why is he turning like that? Why is he so stiff? I don't get it. The second game, however, was one that was called War of Nations. You trained your ground and air units to fight for you. You had 2 resources that you spent to build your base. You had your premium currency in case you got a hold of mom's credit card. You have your... Wait a minute. Could this be? The style was the same. The process was the same. It had a ton of 1-star and 2-star reviews. Did I find what I was looking for this entire time? I looked into the game thoroughly. I didn't download it though, because that would be a crime against humanity. I didn't know whether to stop here and just call my search a success. But I realized that this game doesn't exactly explain the disappearance of enemy lines. Sure, it could have turned into War Nations, but why did they turn to that in the first place? Why didn't they just stick to enemy lines? It may be a futile reskin to recreate the same perfect Clash of Clans clone, but I wasn't falling for it. There was more to this mystery that I had to solve. This was another dead end.
There came a day when the sky fell, and the world was forever scarred. A world ruled by power, and torn apart by greed.
This is called foreshadowing.
So I turned around, fully expecting to find nothing else to note for the day, but something caught the corner of my eye. There was one tiny gem that I missed here. A link to the website called QEup.com. I hesitated for some reason. This could be the final piece. The missing piece. The one piece! That I was looking for this entire time. My hands trembling, I plunged into the depths. At first, nothing seemed unordinary. Join the Joyride ecosystem with 3... What is that unit? Is that, like, millimeters? This just looked like the normal bullshit. My cursor was moving out to close the tab, disappointed in my findings. And then, I saw it.
Oh my god, Griffey! Griffey! Why you do him like that? Yo, Griff! Yo, Griff!
I couldn't comprehend words. The only thing I understood was that enemy lines died, so that fucking NFT tennis could rise. My favorite game as a kid at one point died, so that some crypto bro could mint a tennis racket on the blockchain. Are you serious?
I'm actually fucking fuming right now.
My only other option was to follow the one other lead I found. What little hope I had in seeing a world where enemy lines was still somewhere out there was manifested in Jam City. On December 9th of 2015, Jam City acquired QE. This was my last shot at finding something. Immediately, I found out that they had laid off hundreds of employees as a part of their restructuring. The word restructuring could mean anything. It could mean that they fired everyone because they didn't believe in the revival of enemy lines. A true play-to-earn adventure, set in a fantasy land shaped by players. Own, train, and equip NFT champions.
Is this serious?
And find glory in the Coliseum Eternal. Coliseum, my asshole! My beautiful boy had been scrapped for this ugly-ass ogre rhino. How could QE Inc., a very small company, be bought by another larger company? How could they just abandon development of a game that was clearly not doing anything special, and it was just a waste of space and money? Needless to say, I was heartbroken today. I felt betrayed, lost, and hurt. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't know who to talk to. I just felt as if I couldn't trust anyone anymore. All I could do was lay down, think back upon enemy lines like it was right next to me, still taking up 500 megabytes of space on my Android tablet. You know what? I think I've had enough. If enemy lines can do it, so can I. Wovi NFT collection coming soon. Hey, thanks for watching till the end of the video. It means a lot to me. I plan on making more dumbass shit like this in the future, so if you liked it, subscribe. Alright, see you later.